Good evening or afternoon. Afternoon, right? Afternoon.
Sorry, Justin just woke up.
I did just wake up. I took a nap. But good afternoon. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to Touch 'em All Sports Radio. I am Justin Franklin, and across from me on the other side of the table is
Ethan Payne. That's me.
happy Wednesday, Ethan. We are halfway through the week. Have you had a good week so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, well, great. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk basketball. We're going to talk football, which is what we predominantly do, even though we claim to be touch 'em all. Just the NBA and the NFL puts itself in the headlines more, So let's go ahead and talk about what LeBron said the other day. So we all know that the NCAA tournament is capturing the country's imagination once again. And LeBron James says the NBA is just fine with its postseason structure as it is. The Cavs All-Star does not want to see anything changed. He was quoted saying, "No, that's whack. That's whack. Why? You got to earn your spot to be in the postseason. No consolation for finishing last. That's corny. That's corny. That's whack. To play for what? What are they playing for?" So, needless to say, LeBron feels very strongly opposed against this. ESPN's Zach Lowe reported last month that there is some behind-the-scenes momentum for the idea that a play-in tournament determining the last two seeds in each conference, to the point that two specific proposals are circulating at the highest levels within teams and league officials. Lowe added that the play-in proposal has generated the most discussion, according to several sources. The two four-team tournaments featuring the 7th, 8th, and 9th and 10th seeds in each conference. The 7th seed would host the 8th, and the winner of that single game nabbing the 7th spot. And that's just what sources say. Meanwhile, the 9th seed would host the 10th seed, and the winner of that would face the loser of the 7 versus 8 for the final playoff spot. So kind of what it's saying, it looks like, is that they're just making the final spot in the playoffs a little harder to achieve. Are you following?
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously I can see why LeBron's against this. It's weird. It's a weird thing. I don't understand why you want to change it. You've got a good thing going. People respect the NBA and its playoffs. It's just basketball. It's just basketball. So Ethan, you've just showed me a quote from James Harden. Why don't you share that with us?
According to SportsCenter, James Harden was asked a question. He said, what is it you see whenever big players come out to guard you, like such as a power forward, center? When they come out to guard you, what is it you see? He is quoted as saying, barbecue chicken. So, James Harden?
Barbecue chicken?
Yeah. So, I guess that means he enjoys it when
what does that mean?
bigs come out to guard him? I'm not quite sure.
I feel like that. I think, doesn't Shaq say something about barbecue chicken?
Shaq says a lot of crazy things.
Hold on, let's check. Shaq, barbecue. Yeah, hold on, it's a thing.
Kyrie Irving is having knee soreness.
Yeah, that's a Shaq thing. So let's see. It says, you've probably noticed that Shaq tends to say barbecue chicken alert in the context of talking about centers dominating down low. Back when he was still playing, Shaq actually gave himself a hint about what barbecue chicken means. Following a 2009 game where he went for 45 points while playing with the Suns against the Raptors, Shaq had this to say, quote, and you got to hear this in Shaq's voice. But I'm not going to do it. But I think I'm the only player who looks at each and every center in the league and says, "That's barbecue chicken down there." What?
Oh.
I mean, I guess it makes sense a little bit, but that's still funny though. Like when you turned around and showed me the picture, it just said barbecue chicken with James Harden, and it made me laugh.
Back to basketball again. Trae Young has declared for the NBA draft, but I guess that's not very unexpected.
That's not really news. You probably could have.
Justin Turner broke his wrist.
Yeah. Wow. So that brings up the question: should they just get rid of spring training and just throw guys in there, and so they don't get hurt like that? But Also, you're gonna get hurt anyway. You know, he was gonna
Yeah.
get hit. God wanted him to get hit on the wrist, so he was gonna get hit on the wrist. Whether he got hit in spring training or whether he got hit Game 7 of the World Series when the bases were loaded, no outs, 3 balls, no strikes. You know, that's when he was gonna get hit. I mean, he was gonna get hit. So, Ethan, do you think it's gonna make a big difference for the Dodgers?
Oh, well, he's not requiring surgery, so he shouldn't be out for too long, hopefully, because he had a very, very big, like, I guess he was already, as a set, very good all-star caliber player.
Yeah,
But he kind of had like a breakout season last year, in a way.
People knew who Justin Turner was, and that's for sure.
UMBC was put out of the
Tournament, yeah.
Tournament, there's
we talked
that.
about that. Daniel Murphy from the Washington Nationals is expected to miss opening day. Washington National second baseman Daniel Murphy, who's recovering from a microfracture surgery on his right knee, doesn't think he'll be ready for opening day. And that's another guy down that makes a big difference for these teams. Ethan, you and I both watch baseball. How big of a difference do you think Daniel Murphy not being on that opening day lineup is going to make?
Well, he's a fantastic player. I mean, anytime you lose a player, it's most likely going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Because, you might have backups, but there's a reason, you have guys starting because they're better than whoever you have.
Yeah, he's your guy.
So losing your starter is very, very painful, especially a guy such as Daniel Murphy, who's such a big part of the lineup. He's not just a guy filling a spot. He is one of their better, if not the best player on the team.
Yeah, 322 batting average, ranked second in the NL East last season and fourth in the majors. And he had the procedure in mid-October. And so if it's taken that long for him to come back, maybe this is a little bit more serious than we think,
There's a lot of big moves, a lot of injuries here recently.
The article says he hasn't seen any action and said he was hoping for a faster rehab process. He says, I think naturally for any athlete, I'm going to come back later than I wanted to. Due to the fact that this is the first time I've had a microfracture surgery, I wasn't really certain of what to expect. I talked to other guys who had gone through it, but each individual surgery is unique. So I think whenever I do come back from my personal perspective, it will be better. But it doesn't mean it'll be wrong. So that's Daniel Murphy out opening day, but he'll be back. And baseball is such a long sport, because you've got so many games, and it gives time for players to come back and make a difference. Unlike Gordon Hayward, in the NBA. The year 2016, the year the Cubs won the World Series, Kyle Schwarber tore his ACL on opening day and was back in time to be in the playoffs and make a difference in the playoffs. So
Speaking of Kyle Schwarber, you see how much weight he lost?
He has really slimmed down and jacked up, which is good because he fits the Cubs style of play more now. The Cubs aren't like these powered hitters.
No, they're a bunch of speed guys, more or less.
Yeah.
To college football now a little bit. Today is the UGA's Pro Day, and there were about 20 representatives from the Falcons at their Pro Day, including Dan Quinn.
Really?
Maybe this will be the year the Falcons actually draft a UGA player.
Well,
Bill Belichick was working with Lorenzo Carter. Most of the draft reports have the Patriots taking him in the first round with their pick.
Bill Belichick was at the Georgia Pro Day?
Yes.
Wow. That was today?
That is today, yes.
Wow. So Bill Belichick we're in the same state as Bill Belichick right now.
We are. We currently are.
So
Roquan Smith officially accepted an invitation to the NFL draft today also.
So he's going to go.
Yeah,
I mean,
we knew he was gone, but
we knew he was a
it's
top
official.
20.
He has no choice. Like, he cannot come back. No.
Yeah, if you go to the draft and you don't get drafted, sheesh.
What do you do with that, man?
I don't know. Ethan, what else you got for me?
Well, I'm looking on a UGA football page right now because I was getting that information off of it. The nation's #1 kicker in the 2019 class has his his top 3 down to UGA, LSU, and Alabama. Let's go to college football for a minute. We kind of started the show based off a time where we started talking about college football.
Yeah.
And yeah, I understand college football kind of ended when we started the show, but college football is kind of where we started at.
Yeah.
So good decide to start making this show happen.
Yeah. We
College football is definitely what I'm best at knowing about.
the origins of this show come from a college football debate back in our room a while back.
And the debate started with one of our friends named Dylan.
Yeah.
We've mentioned him before. He was very adamant that Jacob Eason should have been starting over Jake Fromm.
Well, that's neither here nor there now.
But that is one of the biggest what ifs in college football last season. What if
Yeah,
Jacob
what
Eason
if?
would have stayed in? What if Jalen Hurts stayed in the game? You know,
big
what ifs. And
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the Jalen Hurts one, it's not as big as what would have happened to Georgia if Jacob Eason would have kept playing.
Well,
I think that's a
was
gigantic what if.
Was it? Was it because Georgia had a lot of talent around them too?
Yeah, but
So-
if they had Jacob Eason's a more
Like-
more veteran of a player than Jake Fromm, so they'd have thrown the ball a whole lot more. If you're throwing the ball more, then what would have happened to him?
Well,
How many big picks would he have thrown? Have many game-saving touchdown passes would he have thrown?
here's the thing though. Chubb and Michelle made Eason look good, and Fromm.
They made Fromm look better than they made Eason look.
They made Georgia look
'Cause
better.
They
than,
had a
than
far,
they really were.
far better offensive line this season.
Yeah, they made themselves. They were
I mean,
Georgia's offense.
last year they didn't. I don't think they had anything. This year they have a projected first-round draft pick and Isaiah Wynn. Their only senior offensive lineman.
Yeah. Let's talk about hockey, Ethan. That's something we.
Alex Ovechkin plays Fortnite.
That's the only way. That's the only reason you know who Alex.
Ovechkin is one of the best players in hockey
Who's
currently.
he play for?
Ooh, it's a red team. Is it the Capitals?
I don't.
What's wrong? Do you not know?
I don't. It's in the East. I know that.
Well, let's look up
Alex
Ovechkin.
It might be the Caps. No.
He's a Russian ice hockey player, captain of the Washington Capitals.
All right.
That's right, Justin.
All right.
Don't come at me with that mess.
All right.
I know what I'm talking about.
All right. Well, then, can you tell me who is at the top of the Eastern Conference in the NHL?
Yeah,
Don't look it up.
Give me about 5 seconds.
Don't look
I don't
it
even
up.
know who else is in the
Don't-
Eastern
don't
Conference
look it
in
up.
the NHL.
Don't look it up. I'm going to tell you before you get there.
Maple Leafs.
You looked it up, didn't you?
Nope. Alex Ovechkin's the only thing in my search history.
The Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, now they're at the top.
Why does Florida have a hockey team?
They have two. Florida has two hockey teams.
I feel like that's kind of like the Oakland Raiders and Los Angeles Chargers. Does anyone really care about those teams?
Well, yeah, well, Tampa Bay is at the top of the East. Can you guess who's at the top of the West?
LA Galaxy.
That's an MLS team. This team is actually not in the West as far as geography goes, but they are in the Western Conference, which I don't understand.
Well, who is it?
It's the Nashville Predators.
Oh, really? Why are
They're
they
in-
in the West?
Yeah, the Atlanta Braves were in the West for a while. When they won the World Series, they came out of the West.
Ooh, hang on a second.
What
Take a
is-
break what you're talking about.
Okay, what is it?
ESPN has been tweeting out this. We're going to spend 10 minutes talking about this right here.
Okay.
ESPN has been tweeting out polls for the past couple days
Okay.
of the best sports movies.
Oh. Okay. I'm
And
strongly
it's a versus.
I'm strongly opinionated on this.
Hoosiers
you're not
versus The Longest Yard.
and you're not going to like my opinions.
I've never seen Hoosiers, but I have seen The Longest Yard several times, so there's my vote. 57% of people also said The Longest Yard of 81,000 votes.
Okay. Keep going.
Any Given Sunday versus Raging Bull. Never seen either of those. I don't know about you.
Keep going.
Ooh. Tough one. Happy Gilmore versus Dodgeball.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore is a fantastic movie in his own right, but Dodgeball is a new that's a really original thing. Well, I guess they're both extremely original.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And I have an opinion that you're not going to like, but keep going.
shoot.
Keep going.
Well,
Keep going.
I'll pick Happy Gilmore. 69% of people said Happy Gilmore of 87,000 votes. Space Jam versus The Karate Kid.
You keep talking about this. Here it is. Our first hot take in a really long time. I don't like sports movies.
Why?
I just don't. I've never been a sports movie guy.
What's your reasoning behind this?
I don't know. There's a few sports movies that are okay, but like, I'm not a sports movie guy. I don't like The Longest Yard.
I know we both have a very strong love for a certain animated comedy show starring Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
I know we both like that show.
But I don't like sports movies, and it's something I've always been like. Air Bud was like really the
Space Jam versus Karate Kid. What's your choice?
Karate Kid.
I like Karate Kid, but 77% of people
Said Space Jam. Yeah, that's okay.
Field of Dreams versus Bring It On. I feel like if either of us were to
Bring
say
It On is
we
not a
need to get out of this show.
So
Field of Dreams
is
along with
Bring It
83%
On?
of people.
Can you call Bring It On a sports movie?
Good one right
Hold on. Can you call Bring It On a sports movie?
It's competition cheerleading. That's
I don't think
that's an
so.
athletic event.
Jessica, can you call Bring It On a sports movie? No, you can't. You can't.
There's some athletic abilities that are required for competition
What?
cheerleading, but I don't think that's
It's a drama. Yeah,
it's absolutely
it's not.
a sports movie. I'm not saying that competition cheerleading is not a sport, but that is not a sports movie whatsoever.
Bring It On's not a sports movie.
A League of Their Own versus We Are Marshall. We Are Marshall made me cry. We Are Marshall.
Okay, all right, yeah, keep going.
I also did a speech on them one time last semester. Rocky 2 versus The Blind Side.
The Blind Side.
Absolutely.
Keep going.
Caddyshack versus Love and Basketball.
Caddyshack.
I feel like Love and Basketball is more of a drama just because it says basketball. I don't know.
Caddyshack. Yeah.
Remember the Titans and Bend It Like Beckham. Remember the Titans is a fantastic movie.
Bend It Like Beckham.
95% of people said Remember the Titans. So
Yeah.
I got a feeling that's a bad vote right there. Friday Night Lights versus Coach Carter. That's a very tough choice because Coach Carter's and Friday Night Lights are both fantastic movies.
Well, I've never seen either one of them, so the choice
Coach
is yours.
Carter. I'm saying Coach Carter. Ooh, 38% of people agreed with me. Only 62. Friday Night Lights is a fantastic movie, but Coach Carter, it has more like a deeper meaning than just sports. So I understand why.
I feel like that would be an okay sports movie to watch.
Major League versus The Waterboy. Absolutely The Waterboy.
Ooh. Yeah. Well.
Oh, wait, Major League, man, that's got Charlie Sheen.
Gosh, this is tough.
That's very
I want to
tough.
go with Major League, just because I'm not a big Adam Sandler guy.
Yeah,
the only
I
Adam
can only take
Sandler.
him in doses. I could not go with like a Adam Sandler day of movies.
Gosh, no. The only Adam Sandler movie I just truly enjoy is
Waterboy's the only one I enjoy.
50 First Dates.
50 First Dates is a good movie. But I would rather watch The Waterboy personally.
You know who likes Adam Sandler is our friend Tate. Tate quotes the movie Jack and Jill all the time, where Adam Sandler plays his brother, Adam Sandler plays his brother and his sister. It's terrible. It's the worst movie ever. But Tate loves it. Keep going.
I'm saying The Waterboy. 54% of people said The Waterboy. I'm not gonna read that one.
Yeah, say it. It's a
all right,
movie.
Next, Talladega Nights versus Jerry Maguire. Never seen Jerry Maguire.
Maguire.
Talladega Nights is a good movie, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go Talladega Nights.
That brings in is NASCAR sport.
Are you
Yeah.
ready for this?
All right, give me the choices.
Most likely two greatest baseball movies of all time.
Okay, I'm ready.
The Sandlot
Okay.
versus Moneyball.
Oh wow, dude, that's
in my
tough.
opinion, the two greatest baseball movies
That
of all
you're
time.
right. You're right.
Major League is up there. Maybe Field of Dreams, Angels in the Outfield. They're all great movies, but none of them really compare to the test of time of Sandlot. Sandlot is,
Dude, I'm getting cold
it's
chills.
an American classic.
I have cold
You look at
chills.
it, it's just it's a reminiscent movie, just the good old boys getting down, playing some baseball in a field. Then you look at Moneyball. This is looking into a very, very amazing documentative story of something like
Look at my
something
arm.
changing in baseball.
Look at my arm. I have goosebumps.
What do you?
Also,
Sandlot
I don't have
or
a lot of hair.
Moneyball?
Moneyball.
I'm saying Sandlot.
Moneyball. I'm
I'm
going with Moneyball.
gonna click Sandlot on my phone and see what people said. 81% of people said Sandlot.
Hey, that's okay. Everyone's opinionated. What about that movie Trouble with the Curve with Clint Eastwood and Amy Adams? You remember that movie?
Yeah, they made a 32 movie bracket rather of sport movies.
Is it? And this is like round one.
Yeah.
Yes!
Let's see.
We have content for like the next week.
1 seed is Rocky. 1 seed is Hoosiers. Rudy's on there. I didn't even read Rudy. 1 seed a Field of Dreams.
What was
1
Rudy
seed-
up against?
Rudy is against White Men Can't Jump.
I've never seen that.
I've seen parts of it.
I've never seen Rudy either.
Rudy is a fantastic movie.
I'm uncultured.
All right, I'm going to go through and read all these, say the ones I've seen. Rocky, never really cared to watch it. I understand it's a classic. I just never really cared to watch it though.
I feel like if you're not from Philadelphia, then you're not required to watch it. So.
Cool Runnings, never seen it. Talladega Nights, being in the South, if you haven't seen Cool Runnings, or if you haven't seen Talladega Nights, I feel like you shouldn't be here.
Well, yeah, if you're NASCAR.
All right, keep Ferrell, classic. Jerry Maguire, never seen it. Miracle, never seen it. Mighty Ducks, watched it thousands of times when I was younger.
Who was Mighty Ducks up against? How come I didn't get this
Miracle,
option?
because I've never heard of Miracle. So I figured the choice would be easy for both of us.
You can keep, yeah.
Sandlot versus Moneyball. Moneyball's a 7 seed. Hoosiers versus The Longest Yard. I've never even seen Hoosiers. I've seen both Moneyball and Sandlot. Never seen Hoosiers. Seen The Longest Yard several times. Seen Friday Night Lights. Seen Coach Carter. Also seen Major League. I've seen.
I've seen.
It's that. Yeah, it's seen.
I've seen.
I've seen Waterboy. Seen Rudy. Not seen White Men Can't Jump. Or seen parts of White Men Can't Jump.
Can we just go back for a minute?
Absolutely.
They put Bring It On in a sports movie bracket.
Yeah, let's see
wrong.
what seed it is.
So
It's an
wrong.
8 seed.
It's an 8 seed?
Against a 1. That's the lowest seed they have.
The lowest seed is an 8 seed. That should.
Let's see. The other 8 seeds are Bend It Like Beckham,
Okay.
Cool Runnings, and The Longest Yard. They have The Longest Yard at the same seed as Bring It On. That is disgraceful.
That's fair. I've never seen The Longest Yard. Don't really care to.
Disgraceful.
Are you saying that I'm wrong?
I'm saying that The Longest Yard is a very good movie.
Well, let's do that. In our time here, in our time left on our show, we have after today's show we have 5. No. 4. No.
After this Friday, we have 4 weeks left.
So that's. I don't know. I'm bad at math. So hold on. So okay, our last show is April the 11th. That's for sure. That's for
my
sure.
birthday.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. We'll have it'll be a special episode. But in that time, Ethan, you and I, we will go and we will watch all of these sports movies, and we will come with.
ESPN also tweeted out another bracket.
For what?
It's just a retweet. What's the best Migos song ever?
I don't listen to that.
That is funny.
But like I said, Ethan, you and I will watch all these sports movies in the time left, and we will formulate strong opinions on these movies, and we'll get a good review for you guys. Ethan, time is winding down here on our show today, so do you have a hot take? We haven't had one of those in a while, besides mine earlier that said I'm not really into sports movies. Ethan, you got one for us?
I currently do not have any hot takes. I did really enjoy how we went through the whole bracket thing there. That was really fun.
With the movies? Okay, so we will have some stuff to talk about on Monday when we come back in the studio.
Absolutely, 100%.
We'll have
be closer to done with the bracket, honestly.
Yeah, and we'll have the actual NCAA March Madness bracket. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shows left after today.
Fantastic.
All right, so I said I was going to do this. If you're listening to the show today and you've made it this far, first off, thank you. Second off, congratulations. If you're listening to the show, pause it right now, but pause it on YouTube. Bring your phone to either myself or Ethan, and we will give you a crisp $1 bill for listening to the show.
Are we bribing for views at this
No,
point?
we're just saying.
We can't tell them. This is a reward system.
Yeah, we're just saying. If you've made it this far and you're watching on YouTube, find me, find Ethan, show us that you've made it this far in the show. Don't skip ahead, but bring it to me and Ethan, and we'll give you a crisp $1 bill.
To get the $1 bill, you have to repeat the code we say at the end of the show to show you listen to the whole thing.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that, and we'll wrap up the show. Remember to follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Tweet us. We'll still read your tweets on air. And it's too late to enter our bracket competition, so I guess, Ethan, you and I are the ones that win. So that's our show today. Like I said, follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next time. And our secret code, Ethan, what is it?
You have to start singing the song to us, I Need $1 by Aloe Black.
Okay.
You have to sing the chorus to that song, and we will gladly hand over $1.
Gladly give you $1. Thanks for listening. I'm Justin Franklin.
I'm Ethan Payne.
And we'll see you on Monday.